Ladies and gentlemen, life with Avamarie. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Avamarie. It is a very rainy morning. I'm only up because I'm going to another school. Remember a few weeks ago when I went to my alma mater to talk to the young people them about the importance of early detection? Well, another school that I am not particularly affiliated with, but I just know people, I'm going there to talk to their young people. Very uneven. I'm just gonna have to do. No, I haven't gotten a new one. This is the color that I don't use. I have to do something with this. I don't think it's gonna set in time, but it's definitely not gonna set in time. It's rainy, it's also cold for. I ain't doing all that. A little too much glow serum. Okay, throwing on some leggings. The lip comes off in the car. I will see you when I am at. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly what the school is. 7 to 9. That is not what I need. The Baccalaureate School for Global Education. Yeah, that's how you say that word. I'll see you when I'm there.
Hi everyone. So we have a guest speaker today. Our guest speaker's name is Avamarie, and she's going to talk about herself and introduce herself. But does anyone know why she's here today? What is our guest speaker going to talk about? Can Ms. Produce talk to you about this? Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah? It is about cancer. Do you remember what type of cancer? Breast cancer. Great. So we're in the month of October. Can someone raise their hand and tell us?
Yes.
It is exactly breast cancer awareness month. So during the month,
Y'all gonna make me cry. You should have gave me this after. You should have gave me this after. Oh my God. Thank you so
I don't
much.
want to celebrate, but it's breast cancer awareness month, so that we have opportunities to talk specifically about breast cancer. What is it? Who gets it? How can it be detected? How can it be treated? Things like that. Oh, this is so nice. Did you all make these books? Is this your class? This is so cool.
Y'all gonna make me cry before this. That's
Really, when you're looking at the end.
like.
I'm gonna hand it over to you.
And I'm gonna hand these to you. Come back here.
Perfect. I'll hand those out while we're chatting. So if we can get a round of applause to start off, and welcome Avamarie.
Hi. This one. What was it? The slow clap. Damn. Hi guys. Yes, I'm Avamarie. I've known Dr. Page since 2002. She was my tennis coach, my bio teacher. She was my swim coach, even though I can't swim. Lots of memories. Love this lady to death. Treat her right. Also come back for y'all. But I'm here to talk to you guys about some information that I wish I had when I was your age. And we're going to play a quick game of put a finger down. So put a finger down if you thought you were too young to worry about breast cancer. Do I need to explain what lymph nodes are? Okay. Thank you for saying please. I used to say my journey started in 2022 when I got my diagnosis, but it actually goes back further than that. When I was 21, that was 2009. Around 2018, I start to feel this lump in my left breast. So they see something concerning here. They do the biopsy. That was stage 3. It left the breast and went to another area, which would be the lymph nodes. The CT scan then shows a tumor on the 3rd lumbar of my spine, making the cancer stage 4. So it went to a completely different part of the body. No reconstruction, no radiation, no cancer removal, because it's already at a different part of the body. So insurance is just like, what the hell? Might as well just leave it. 1 in 8 women will get breast cancer. Men can get it too. 1 in 833. Early detection has a 90% survival rate. Early detection starts at you guys' age. At home, we're not touching ourselves. We're not touching each other in this building. Do not get me in trouble. I'm gonna take 3 fingers. Let's try this again. We're gonna take 3 fingers. Thank you. Skin changes. I have a friend who was diagnosed with eczema when it was stage 3 cancer. Imagine a baby bottle and you just take the nipple and like smash it in. That was my abnormality. Know you're normal. Does anyone identify with any of these languages? Right? Breast cancer affects everyone. Have you ever felt like someone didn't believe you or listen to you or treated you differently for no reason at all? Doctors and nurses are trained to treat people equally, but they still are humans. And they may have biases, whether it's race or skin color or age or body size, how much money they have or the way they're dressed. When these biases show up in healthcare, that can affect how people get treated. For example, a girl says she has period cramps. The nurse says, it's just a period, deal with it, go back to class. That's a bias in healthcare. Everybody's pain deserves to be heard. When doctors don't listen equally, people get sicker, people are misdiagnosed. Even at your age, you can have a voice in your own healthcare. Ask questions, bring a trusted adult. Hospitals have something called a patient advocate. You can reach out to them. They can speak for you. You can speak freely with them, and they can advocate on your behalf. You are going to tell the doctor that you found a lump, and the doctor is going to dismiss it. And action.
Hello, Dr. Ryan.
Yo, what's up?
So I found a lump and I want to, can you check it? Because missing.
Nah, I don't see nothing. Bro.
Now, please check
Yeah, this is you're too young, bro. You're too young.
but I feel a lump.
Yeah, bro. You're fine, bro. You're probably fine.
You're probably
I swear on everything, you're probably fine.
So at this point, you can ask for another doctor. That's pretty much asking for a second opinion. You can go to another facility. Just getting someone else to hear you out, that's advocating for yourself. Good job. Thank you, guys. Let's give them a round of applause. I have been affiliated with all of these organizations in some way, shape, or form. Black Breast Friends Chat. It's just a safe space for Black people with breast and gynecological cancer to come together, find community, talk about cancer, not cancer, sneakers, Hello Kitty, what you wish you had for dinner. For the rest of us, they are an organization for people of color with breast cancer. They had their first breast cancer conference this past March called BaddieCon, Onco Ballet. Free ballet classes for cancer patients. With them, I was able to perform the American Cancer Society, the Pink Agenda, Susan G. Komen, and BCRF. Does anyone travel through Grand Central Station? Did you notice on October 1st, there was like BCRF thing? I was there. Fight through flights, provide all expenses paid, trips and experiences for Black women affected with breast cancer. The Breasties, they do virtual programming. We have virtual meetups. Like the New York Breasties went to a brunch on Sunday, have a summer camp called Camp Breastie. As a West Indian city kid, we weren't allowed to go away to sleepaway camp. This was my first sleepaway camp experience, and I had the time of my life. Awareness isn't just for adults. It starts with you. You can be the reason someone checks, catches it early, and lives longer. Question: what is one thing you guys will remember from today? Been vlogging my cancer journey, pretty much to show people that having stage 4 cancer really ain't gonna stop nothing. If you don't want your question to be recorded, you don't have to get the mic, but if you don't mind, I would like to pass the newbie around. Is that okay with everybody? Is anybody against it? We're gonna pass you the newbie.
Well, I learned that you should never underestimate an abnormality because you might think that it's nothing, or it might be dismissed as something that's nothing, and it really could be life-changing.
Right.
Drastic.
That's a good one.
Life-changing. Can we ask you first?
Absolutely. Ask me whatever. Y'all gotta learn from somewhere. That's the point of my YouTube channel. It's to literally show the ins and the outs. Like, people didn't know what to do when your nails come off. Yeah, I got y'all attention with that. That's the side effect of chemo. My first viral video was My nails popped off from chemo. Here's what my doctor told me to do. I'm an open book.
My question was like, how does breast cancer start? Like, how do you get it?
Great question.
So there can be, they like to say alcohol can be a cause of breast cancer. I don't believe that.
What are other, from your science classes that
Oh.
you've taken, alcohol could be one.
Oh yeah.
What are
Do that, the
other
science
things
thing.
that, well, first, let's bring it back to what cancer is, because I think you might have talked about this. In the human body, what causes cancer, which is abnormal cell growth?
It's like when your cells like produce too many of them and they don't like part of your DNA that's like different from how it's supposed to be, so it doesn't like stop growing.
Amazing. That's exactly right. And we call that thing that you said, the part of your DNA that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's a mutation. So it's a mutation. And Ava gave us a really good example. Alcohol can cause mutations. What are other things that can cause mutations that lead to cancer? Yes.
It can be hereditary, so you
Yeah.
get it from your parents.
Yeah, and with specific to breast cancer, there are specific genes that can be passed on. Yeah, that's great. So it can be passed on from our parents.
I'm jumping in here. So speaking of the genes, there's the BRCA1 gene and the BRCA2 gene. When you get your diagnosis, they do genetic testing to see if you have that gene. I do not. What they did find is that, this is going to be very vague, but they found something that they don't have enough research to support, but could be something later on. You understand what that means in science speak.
Yeah. So like a thing they think might have been related, but they're not.
But they have no idea.
Genetic marker.
They have a genetic marker, yeah. So I am the canary for my family. I am the unicorn. I was the sounding board. I was the one that said, all y'all, go get checked. I have nieces that are 25. I have nieces that are 13. I still tell all of them, go get checked.
There are other things that could cause cancers, that can cause changes in our genes. Yeah.
UV rays?
Yeah, UV rays. What else?
Smoking.
Smoking. What else? There's a lot of different reasons that can cause these changes, these mutations in the genes that can lead to cancer.
Is there anything that like you could do to like decrease your chances of getting breast cancer?
Amazing.
Good question. Plain answer, I have no idea. I literally no idea. It's not a matter of shoulda, woulda, coulda. Or like, yeah, I could have gone to the doctor earlier, or I should have gone to the doctor earlier. That's not a good mind frame to have when it comes to cancer or when you catch your diagnosis or whatever stage you're in. Simply put, I just don't know. Sorry.
What was the hardest challenge you'd say that arose from when you were diagnosed, and how did you overcome it?
That's a good question. One of them, I would say, is family planning. I have no children. The first thing that the breast surgeon asked was, do you have a family? And I said, no. And they said, well, do you want one? And I was like, I guess. Not having that hard no made them push me into IVF. I called my friend who's a traveling nurse who luckily wasn't traveling. And I'm like, come over right now. I'm doing IVF. I take all of that medication after writing this long, heartfelt email to the clinic about how I can't do this. Even with whatever financial assistance y'all claim y'all have, the medication had someone else's name on it. That's not necessarily a bad thing in this case. They always say you don't take someone else's prescription. I'm taking it if the doctor gives it to me. One, it's just a label. Two, someone was kind enough to give whatever medication they didn't use back to the clinic so that they can give it to someone who also couldn't afford it. So with that said, I took whatever I didn't use in addition to the medication that I was sent and gave it right back to the clinic. And that was the end of thinking about kids for me. People say you can adopt. Who's going to let a cancer patient adopt? Let's be really realistic. I want to say that worked out for the best because children overstimulate me. I've learned that. Yeah, that was like probably the biggest thing.
What was your experience like navigating insurance for cancer, and do you think that it plays a part in why, I think you had a statistic about how a lot of Black women like couldn't, I think either died more from breast cancer or like
40%.
they were further along in
Yes.
cancer process?
So That's a really good question. I was terrified of going broke from not having insurance. Like, that was my holdup. If I had insurance, I would have went the minute I felt something. But when I did get the insurance, they were so like, insurance is a really like transparent. There we go. They're really transparent with billing. A session of chemo cost $64,000. 64 and then some other numbers, but I remember 64, comma. That's just one session of chemo. And I had 6. Luckily, insurance covered that. That full body scan, she wanted to be a PET scan, and my insurance was like, no, we're not paying for that. I started to panic because what do you mean? I need to see the inside of my body. My medical team handled it. They said, it's fine, we'll appeal it, but we're gonna get the scan that we need, which was the CT. It was fine. It's just a matter of contrast or something like that. Nothing I'm saying is medical advice. This is all from experience. There was one time my insurance changed. I sat in the check-in office for 3 hours while we waited for the insurance office on the West Coast to open. And I'm just sitting there like, I could have been sleeping. Insurance is good though. I mean, it helps.
Crazy when you think about the cost of things. Class, can someone raise their hand and share out what you created to celebrate Ava being here today? Can someone raise their hand and tell us what's on the board?
We drew like little tiles with like indicators of cancer, as well as like just like hopeful messages, and we put them together as like a quilt.
Thank you guys. Oh, one more.
Okay, yes.
Oh.
We have a minute left.
We have a little social media moment. I know you guys have socials. Your ribbon, I want you to take a picture with it. And after you guys know you're normal, pledge that you know you're normal. You can tag me if you want, but I want you to encourage others to know they're normals too. That's my time.
Please get a big round of applause for Ava. Thank you for being so great, audience. One thing that really stood out for me with your class, because we just did this with the 8th graders, and 8th graders always like, and you're more subdued, which is okay. It's age appropriate. You asked really amazing questions.
You did.
Like, those questions were really powerful. Like asking about what were the biggest challenges and how'd you come over. Ask about insurance. These are things we have to think about, right? There are going to be people in your lives that develop cancer. I hate to say it, there's a chance that some of us might develop cancer, right? We need to have this information. This is really important for us to understand the science behind it, understand the insurance and the cost, how to navigate the medical system, how to advocate for yourself if a doctor doesn't want to listen to you, right? And you can help the people in your family. Because the reality is we're all going to know people who get cancer. Chances are we're all going to know at least one person who gets breast cancer. Remember, it was 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer. And we learned today that men can develop breast cancer too. So I hope you learned a lot today. I hope that you will share this information with the people in your lives. Hold on to the handouts and wear your ribbon with pride. And goodbye.
Hey guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab this so it doesn't fall.
Thank you. I want to say thank you for coming to speak to us about
Thank you for your question.
You give us this information. I know it's really important. So I really just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. What's your name? Isabella. I remember now. What's your name?
No, Alina.
Alina.
To be sorry about the funky getup. It's like Generations Day or whatever. But my grandma, they thought that she might have had cancer, but because they didn't give her like a lot of consultation about it, this is like decades ago. They just decided to remove the whole
questions. Yeah.
Wow.
And I feel like that really affected her because they didn't like do like a breast reduction on the other side, so it was like kind of like uneven, and she felt kind of insecure about it for a while. But now she's like,
she's owning it, or did she get reconstructions on it? It's good. That's good.
Thanks for being so engaged. You did a great job.
Thank you. Look at my gift from the 8th graders.
10th graders.
10th graders, my bad. 10th graders. I'm going to put this in my office. Thank you to this wonderful teacher.
This is amazing, Miss Produce. I love it.
Listen, this is my lady. I've known this lady since I was 14. Since I was 14. I've known her longer than I know Ralph.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
But we're very young.
We are very young.
Very young.
Don't play with me.
It was my third year of teaching. Because I started in 2000. So yeah, it was my class in 2002. So I can't believe it'll be 20 years this year. You out of high school?
Listen,
Are you
no,
gonna go to the-
next year is 20 years.
Was this academic year?
Oh yes, this academic year is, oh shoot, this academic year is my 20 year.
Let's get down.
So I'm back home, and this weather is absolutely atrocious. I couldn't record like outside the school like I did last time because the weather is just absolutely atrocious. And then I was just busy catching up with Heather, Dr. Paige. My girl's a doctor. Oh my god. I love that for her. I love the ring on her finger too. Oh yes, girl. But the kiddies were receptive. 10th graders were 10th graders, and they was just like, alright. But they asked some really good questions. Like, how to navigate insurance? Like, what kind of... I would never think to ask that. What you didn't see was an 8th grade class right before them. They actually got really excited when they learned I was a content creator. They're gonna be so disappointed that I didn't record their session. I'm sorry. They were just already sat down when I got into the classroom, so like to then pull out my camera and do all this, that was too much. When the bell rang, I then set up my camera and did all my stuffs. I think the hair worked out. I think I figured out my hair routine. Looks like me and Sacred gonna be locked in. Alright, y'all. I'm going to take a nap. It's freezing. I'm gonna eat some sushi and take the world's longest nap. Oh, I have a support meeting call tonight. Okay, maybe not the world's longest nap. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all the things. Toodles!